You're watching BBN Tonight on your official UK sports station, LEX 18. Presented by Central Bank, the official bank of UK athletics.
Welcome back to BBN Tonight. The Kentucky men's basketball team hopes to put the brakes on a 4-game skid tomorrow.
Mary Jo Perino caught up with assistant coach Jay Lucas ahead of the matchup with North Carolina. It's an interview presented by Bird, the official shared mobility partner of the University of Kentucky.
So, Coach, they always say you are what your record says you are, and Kentucky is 1-4 right now. But if we take that second half of the Notre Dame game, we saw some great things. We saw this team maybe figuring some stuff out. Has that bled over into practice following that game?
Yes, it has. And that's kind of something we will hopefully continue to use as some momentum. And it's kind of like you said earlier, you are what your record says you are. And, we're a really, really young team. And the way the season has been structured this year and just everything we haven't been able to do and games we haven't been able to play has really kind of put us behind the 8 ball a little bit and have us in the situation where we are right now. It just takes time for 10 new guys to gel. And so we just haven't had enough on-court experience against other people for us to gel yet. So hopefully we can kind of use what happened in that second half and springboard.
Cal said Terrence Clark's going to stay at that point guard position. Tell me why you guys like that, what he brings to that spot.
Well, something just his size and his athleticism and his ability to kind of get in the paint and create help and just some of the things he can do at his size at that position. And he's a very unselfish player. He's someone who's willing to pass. And, we thought that would be best for the team right now. So we'll continue to try to help him get better at that position and just try to help him as much as we can.
These guys are young, obviously, as you said. They haven't played together much. Who is kind of showing up as a leader when you guys are having these tough 2 and 3 a day practices? Who's the guy that's rallying the troops?
We're still kind of trying to figure that out right now. And that's something that, like I was saying earlier, is just because we haven't had a lot of game experience, that kind of bleeds over into practice, when finding a leader because of the way they perform in the game. But somebody who has started to do it a little bit more is Olivier, and that was kind of expected because he is older and has been through some of the wars and battles already. But it's still, still kind of fluid. We're still trying to figure that out as well.
You could kind of see how the other guys tried to pick Olivier up at the end of that game after he missed that shot because he played so well and really poured himself into that game. And you could kind of see the guys maybe rallying around him.
Right. Yep. And that was something because he did, and you could feel it in the game and kind of see, like you're saying, how much energy and effort he put into the game. And, if it wasn't for him, we probably wouldn't have been even close in that game. So it was kind of one of those shots you wanted it to go down for him because of how well he had played and everything he had left on the court. But, it was a little bright spot that we kind of figured out some things that we could do with him.
Have you guys focused on opponents at all? I mean, this switch up with UCLA to North Carolina. Had you scouted UCLA a bunch, watched film with these guys, or are you just really focused on Kentucky right now? And whoever shows up in the opposing uniforms is who you got to play?
For the majority of the time right now, we're focusing on us because we have so much that we can fix and so much we can work on with the team we have this year that a lot of the time has been focused on us. But, the last second switch, we had just started to really get into UCLA and start talking about them. So now having to talk about North Carolina was a little bit of a curveball towards the end, but it's 2020. You're kind of expecting the curveballs throughout the whole year. So you just got to kind of be ready. And as long as we stay prepared and do what we're supposed to do and play to who we want to be as a basketball team, then we'll be fine no matter who the opponent is.
Conference play is probably really going to be the most important thing this season because of the way things are shaking down. Any thoughts to, what Duke has decided to do or what other schools have decided to do with their non-conference schedules?
Well, I mean, to each his own. For us, we need more game experience. And like you were saying, conference is probably going to be the most important thing. So as many games as we can get in, I think that'll be better for us. We're not really right now focused on what the record looks like. You know, we're more focused on how can we get better every day, how can we finish strong, how can we finish fast, and then hopefully in a month or 2 weeks or 3 weeks from now we'll be rolling and where we need to be. So I think right now for us, we're more focused on how can we prepare more for games than necessarily not trying to play games or not trying to take any more losses or anything like that. That's not our mindset. We're going out there to win every game and compete as much as we can.
Well, good luck this weekend against North Carolina. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you.
And we appreciate Jay Lucas for that interview. In our next segment on BBN Tonight, we stay with Kentucky basketball.
Yeah, Mary Jo joins us again. She's going to talk with forward Jacob Toppin about some